Okay, 3, 2, 1. And we are now live. Hello and good morning, everyone. Welcome to Motivational Monday. How is everyone doing today? Hello, good morning, everyone. We are here giving you our motivational message today. Yes, we are giving a motivational message today. You're excited for a motivational message, huh? Are you excited? If you can hear us and if you can see us, please say hi. Please say good morning in the comment section down below. Yeah, that's you. That's you. That's you, sir. Yes. Say hi to yourself. Can't see you, so sa sarili niya lang mag-hi. Siya lang mag-hi. Yes. Oh, don't touch the mouse. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. There. Say hi. Hi. So anyway, we're gathering people here today. We have Mr. Life Aizon Dulay, our special guest today. Yes, and it's me, Jason Dulay, who will be talking most of the time during this motivational message. So yes, if you can hear us and see us, please say hi, please say good morning in the comment section down below. Today our message is entitled Starbucks. Sorry, medyo late ngayon. I had to work a little bit on the messaging, pero we are here and we are ready to give our motivational message. Yung title of today's message is called Starbucks. Isn't that right? Starbucks. You like Starbucks? You drink coffee? Good morning po. Good morning, Vince Aquino. Hello. Say hi. Say hi to everyone. Say hi to everyone, Mr. Lifey. Say hi to everyone. And we're talking about Starbucks today. Are you familiar with Starbucks? Do you know have you heard of the brand Starbucks? Have you heard of the brand? Say, type the word Starbucks if you've heard of the brand Starbucks. Wala pala tong sponsorship. Dapat may sponsorship tayo sa Starbucks, right? Dapat may sponsorship tayo, Baby Life, right? Sa Starbucks. Yes, just type the word Starbucks if you're familiar or if you've ever heard of the brand Starbucks. Our special guest is now exiting daw. Na-board na siya with the camera. So he's now exiting the frame right now. Yan. He's here. So yes, good morning, Leia. Good morning, good morning. How is everyone doing today? Not sure how long did Leia... oh, there! Starbucks, Vin. Starbucks, Leia. Ayan. Okay, so you've heard of Starbucks, but do you know the story? Do you know the story of Starbucks? Do you know the story of Starbucks? It started like a baby business lang, diba? So, I'll give the baby back to his mommy. Kasi ayaw niya na mag-special guest daw. So, are you familiar with the story of Starbucks? Now, who here is familiar? We've heard about Starbucks. I'm sure like all of us here have heard about Starbucks or maybe have been to Starbucks, are a fan of Starbucks. But we know, we've seen the iconic logo, we know about the brand, we know it's a very valuable brand, diba? Parang social yung mga nagka-Starbucks, right? Diba? Yung when you go to Starbucks, it's people, everyone has yung mga naka-MacBook, bihira lang yung mga ibang computer, yung mga Dell, yung mga Lenovo, bihira lang. It's mostly like mga Apple talaga. It's MacBooks, mga iPads. That's the kind of culture there is in Starbucks. Yung pa-social, diba? Yung mayaman daw na crowd sa Starbucks. I also go to Starbucks sometimes, but not really that mayaman. Do there to work when I can't work here kasi maingay si baby and laging nagpapa-game si baby. So that's when we go to Starbucks. So yes, we're familiar with the brand of Starbucks, pero not very long ago, Starbucks wasn't that popular. Diba? So let me tell you the story of Mr. Howard Schultz. Okay. So Mr. Howard Schultz, he's the guy who made Starbucks very popular. He's the guy who really brought Starbucks to where it is today. Okay, maybe you don't know the story, and it's an interesting story. That's why I'm sharing it with you. So Mr. Howard Schultz, he wasn't rich to start. He wasn't rich. He didn't grow up rich. In fact, yung dad niya was a truck driver lang. Yung nag-deliver ng mga diapers. He worked for like a diaper company. He was delivering diapers in a truck. That's Howard Schultz's dad. Yun ang trabaho ng dad niya. And when Howard, yung CEO ng Starbucks, former CEO of Starbucks, was 7 years old, his dad broke his leg and wala siyang insurance, and they didn't really have any parang proper source of income when his dad broke his leg kasi hindi siya makakadrive, di ba? He wasn't able to drive the truck anymore, and yun yung main source of income nila. So after that, wala na kasi they couldn't afford insurance, and then wala na siyang income. Wala nang main income. Of course, may mga you know, mga hustles here and there, but they had no real source of income when Howard Schultz was only 7 years old. So, di ba, of course, he went to school, he went to college, but to afford, kasi mahal ng college sa US. Ang mahal ng college sa US. So, to afford college, he took student loans. Nangutang pa siya. Nangutang. Sa US, meron silang student loans, utang na bayaran mo once you start working for going to college. Kasi mahal ng college doon. So, he took student loans. And he also did mga side jobs to earn some income. He became a bartender, he did different kinds of jobs. He even sold his blood. Binenta niya yung dugo niya. Just to get money to pay for the student loans. Okay? And this because in poverty talaga sila. But he knew the importance of education. So that's why kahit nangutang pa siya, he went to college. He even sold his blood, being a bartender. But because of his perseverance, after he graduated, because of his perseverance, he was able to. He got a sales position. He rose up the ranks. And then eventually, he started working for this small coffee chain called Starbucks. Small coffee chain kasi at that time, parang tatlo lang yung stores nila in Seattle, in the US, Seattle. Tatlo lang stores nila. And then Schultz got hired there as Director of Retail Operations and Marketing. At that time, they were only selling beans for home use. Wala pa yung mga stores ngayon, diba? Starbucks right now, we walk into a Starbucks, you can sit down, you can stay there for how many hours? Ako parang buong araw ko magstay doon when working, diba? A lot of us, who here works in Starbucks or mga coffee shop, okay? Who here works, type in the word coffee work, one word lang, ginawa ko lang yun. Type in the word coffee work sa comments if you work in a coffee shop, if yun ang parang main workplace mo, or hindi naman main, pero you do a lot of work in a coffee shop. Type the word coffee work. Well, I do a lot of work in the coffee shop, whether Starbucks or other coffee shops, and most people around me are also working in the coffee shops. They stay there for like 4 hours, 6 hours, ganun. Okay, type in the word coffee work if you do the same thing. Ako, I do it because it's hard to work kapag may baby ka. So my wife takes care of the baby during the day, and then I have to go outside to work. So yun, but it wasn't like that. Before, they were only selling beans. Hindi pa uso yung mga style ngayon na you can stay in a coffee shop for hours. In fact, if isipin mo, di ba, when you start a business, you don't want people to stay for how many hours. Di ba? Parang lugi ka. They're staying there for yung iba 2 hours, yung iba 4 hours, yung iba 6 hours. Di ba? Parang common sense na isipin mo, lugi naman ako if I encourage that. But that's what people do in Starbucks, and Starbucks makes a lot of money with that. At that time, hindi pa uso nun. But when Howard Schultz, he went to Italy on a business trip, and then he saw yung style sa Italy, na yung Italian experience ng coffee shop, na people hang out there, na hindi uso sa States nun, in the 1970s and the 1980s. Wala pa yun. So, he got that Italian experience, and then, when he went back to the US, he wanted to bring that experience to the US market. And he talked to a lot of people. He talked, diba, kasi empleyado siya sa Starbucks nun. He talked to the owners of Starbucks, and they rejected the idea. They didn't want that for their brand. Yung Starbucks na brand. They didn't want that kind of experience for their brand. Kasi parang it doesn't make sense, diba? Parang para sa kanila, it doesn't make sense. So, and he talked to, and he needed, so he thought, okay, mag-resign ako sa Starbucks. I'll start my own coffee brand. Okay? Pero friends pa rin sila actually sa owner sa Starbucks. He started his own coffee brand. And then, he tried it out. He needed to get investors kasi mahal mag-start ng business, diba? So he talked to 242 people. Okay, he talked to 242 potential investors, and 217 of them said no. Okay, 217 out of 242 investors said no. So ano yan, sa mga, nasa 80% no. 80% sa mga kinausap niya rejected him. Okay. But he still had to do it. He still believed in his idea. He still believed in his dream of having yung coffee experience, yung coffee shop experience. So he still continued the business kahit he was rejected 80% of the time. People said, "No, ano ba yung idea na yun?" 'Di ba? Parang medyo out of this world kung isipin mo. Parang bakit pa ako paano ako makapera noon? The investors were thinking na, okay, how will I get my ROI? Wala magtambay lang sa coffee shop, 'di ba? How can I get my money, right? So only 35 people. Yung 35 malamang yung mga friends and family lang yun, yung mga napilitan lang, 'di ba? Sige, bigyan kita ng pera pang-invest kasi kaibigan kita or mga friends or mga ibang family members, 'di ba? Ganun lang. So most of them really said no. Pero we know how that story turned out, 'di ba? Eventually, it started working, the concept started working, and then he bought the Starbucks brand in 1987 for $3.8 million. Kasi yung mga owners, they were already retiring, they were already old. Yung Starbucks dati, it only had, at that time, it had 6 stores, they were just selling coffee beans. He bought the brand for $3.8 million. And ngayon, and well, in 5 years, he brought 93 million in revenue. Right now, there are over 21,000 stores, and he's worth over $3 billion. Ito si Howard Schultz ng Starbucks. So, that's the story of Starbucks. And why am I sharing this with you? Well, there are a lot of lessons to get from that story, right? There are a lot of lessons to get from that story. Yung story ng poverty niya, ng perseverance niya. But I want to focus on the rejection. Focus on the rejection part because out of 242 people that he asked, okay, ito yung idea, ito yung business plan na, we're gonna have this experience na, people can stay in the coffee shop, people can hang out, people can not just buy coffee beans. Kasi yun nga, yung style dati, people can just buy coffee beans, yun lang, and then they bring it home, they brew coffee at home. Kasi may mga coffee brewers sila, yun lang. Walang coffee shop nun. Wala yung coffee shop experience. So, around 80%, around 80%, i-calculate ko nga, around 85% of people pala said no. 85% of people said no. Out of 100 people, 85 would say no to him. And only 15 out of 100 would say yes and say, sige, I'll give you some money to invest in this business. Right? Pinilit lang talaga yung people, the people couldn't say no to him, di ba? Yun, only 15% of people said yes. Right now, if isipin mo, di ba, parang wow, yung Starbucks is a $1 billion brand right now. You wouldn't think that it's a bad investment. But at that time, it was something very new to a lot of people. But because of his belief in himself, because of his belief sa idea niya, he was able to become a billionaire from poverty. Remember, he started in poverty. He started na utang pa sila. He sold his own, binenta niya yung dugo niya just to pay for college. And he eventually became a billionaire because he believed in himself. He believed in himself. And very important, he would still continue even being rejected 85% of the time. So where does that bring you? Okay, ikaw, if you are trying to become a freelancer, if you're trying to become a freelancer, you have your own goals, you have your own dreams, diba? It's like Howard Schultz, baka hindi naman niya naisip na become a billionaire, diba? When he was a kid, of course, he was in poverty, so of course, he wanted to have some money. Baka yung naisip niya, sige, millionaire, parang tayo kung isipin na, maging millionaire, parang ang saya nun, diba? Maybe when he was a kid, he was thinking like that. Pero ngayon, billionaire na siya. Wala, it wasn't in his wildest dreams. But because of his perseverance, because he was able to still kahit 85% said no, he was not discouraged. He was not discouraged because he wanted to achieve his goal, because he wanted to achieve his dream. And ikaw, and I want to ask you this thing. Of course, maybe you'll become a billionaire, hindi natin alam. and this happened when he was 29 years old pala. Nakalimutan ko. He was 29 years old. I know some of you are younger than 29 years old. I'm older than 29 years old. Some of you are younger than 29. Maybe there are even stories of billionaires after 29 years old, but he started when he was 29. That's when he started with this idea of Starbucks, of bringing Starbucks. So a lot of you are younger than that, right? And your dreams are not to become a billionaire naman siguro, di ba? Most of our dreams are to be able to take care of our family, to buy a house, to buy a car, just to really live in parang comfortable living. Na hindi naman kailangan millionaire, or well, sa Pilipinas, kailangan millionaire para makabili ka ng bahay, di ba? Pero hindi naman kailangan billionaire, di ba? Or just enough, just have some money for vacation and just be comfortable. Yun naman ang goals natin, di ba? For most of us. Do you believe in your goal enough to, even if you're rejected 80%, 85% of the time, to persevere? Do you believe in your goal enough? Do you believe, are you that passionate about your goal that even if you'll be rejected 85%, you will still persevere? I get mga stories of students in the VA bootcamp who reject, they wanted to apply to one job and they got rejected and discouraged agad. They were rejected and they got discouraged and they quit freelancing na because they were rejected. They didn't get the job they wanted. But in order for us to succeed, we have to push through rejection. We have to take our rejection as motivation for us to keep moving forward, to keep reaching toward your goal. And I want to ask you, what is stronger? Is your goal stronger than the pain of rejection? What's stronger, the goal or the pain? Type in the comments. What is stronger, goal or pain? Sa'yo, if I'm gonna ask you right now, is your goal stronger or is the pain of rejection stronger? Just type in one word in the comments. Goal or pain? Which one is it? Which one is stronger for you when you get rejected? And we've been rejected. Is your goal stronger or is the pain stronger? Just type in that one word in the comment section because I want to know for you. The pain is stronger right now, and that's good for you to admit that right now the pain is stronger. But I want you to think about it. I want to say, okay, the pain is strong, but I have to make my passion for my goal stronger. Because if you really want to achieve your goal, if you really sit down and think, okay, I really need to, to whatever it is, like for most of us, once again, it's to have like a comfortable life for our families, right? I really want to have a comfortable life for our family. That really is my goal. That really is my goal. So no matter how many times I get rejected, no matter how painful it is, diba? No matter how devastating it is, diba? Masakit of course, ma-reject. But no matter how painful it is, kakayanin ko pa rin because my goals will be strong. And that's my challenge to you. My challenge to you is that your pain will be converted into your strengths. Your pain will make you stronger. Diba? Sabi nila, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. That's not from Katy Perry. I know ginawa niyang kanta, but somebody said it long before Katy Perry. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? And the rejection that we get, I know we're going to get rejected most of the time. 85% nga ang Howard Schultz. 85% of the time he got rejected. So I know we're going to get rejected most of the time. Most of us, in order for us to succeed, we have to realize that Kelly Clarkson pala, hindi naman Katy Perry, Kelly Clarkson. We know that we're going to be rejected most of the time, more than half of the time. But with that knowledge, we have to realize, okay, I get rejected. I know that if I keep going, if I keep pursuing, if I keep improving, if I keep trying, if I turn this into my motivation, then I will succeed. Okay, so that's the reason why I wanted to share with you the story of Starbucks today, because just like Howard Schultz, he became a billionaire because he still pushed through despite the rejection. I want you to still push through despite any rejections that you might get. You will be rejected multiple times. You will be rejected so many times. Baka 90%, baka 99%, pero you just need that one time. You just need to keep on going, keep on improving, keep on trying. You just need that one time to get started. You just need one to get started. So if this is a message that's impactful for you, even if you're watching the replay, I want you to type in the comment section. I will make my goals stronger than the pain. I will make my goals stronger than the pain. Type that in the comment section down below. If this is a message that is important to you, you think, or is impactful for you, or do you think that can help you? I'll make my goals stronger than the pain. Okay. So that is our story. I have a couple of reminders for you now that you're here. Later today at 6 p.m. we have Flip, Chat, and Chill with Phoenix and special guests. The topic is how to get your first client even without experience. So sa mga aspiring freelancers dyan, even if you don't have experience, we're going to teach you how you can get your first client even without experience later today at 6 p.m. with Phoenix and special guests. Okay, and on Wednesday we do have a Just Success interview. Hindi pa final yung time, pero we have a Just Success interview with Rina Olarte. Just abangan nyo yung final details nun. Wala pa yung final, pero you'll see it here on the Facebook page. Okay, I will make my goals stronger than the pain. Si Ryanel, Leia, Divina. Even if you're watching the replay, you can type that in the comment section, because once again, it's not for me, it's not for other people, pero it's for yourself. It's a reminder for yourself that you will keep persevering because your goals are stronger than any pain of rejection that you might get. Alright guys, next time you walk by a Starbucks, next time you go into Starbucks, I hope you'll be reminded of this story, you'll remember this story, and I hope this is something that will help you with whatever you're trying to do in your life, and you have a great rest of the week. Bye bye.